Tracking Twitter sources. By tracking we mean following special sources for a story because they are not part of the current source collection. For 3 sources we support the option for tracking: Twitter, RSS feeds and our premium content, which is only available by subscription. This tutorial video only covers the tracking of Twitter users and Twitter hashtags. Why is there tracking for Twitter at all? It is because to provide the user with the ability to add additional Twitter sources to a story, because they are not included in the source collection. X.news offers 2 different methods to add additional Twitter content to the story. First, discover new authors. In the header of the panels where Twitter content is listed, there's a special symbol which you can use to search for new Twitter authors. So in our case, we have a story with some search terms on Corona, and we want to discover new relevant authors from Twitter regarding the story topic. Once activated this feature, you will receive a lot of new tweets marked with the same symbol. All these search results originate directly from Twitter, and they are not yet part of our source collection. Now I have the opportunity to add some of these Twitter users who might be of interest for my current story as a tracked source by clicking on the star in the preview. From now on, I will also follow this selected Twitter user in my story. Second, manually adding Twitter sources by adding the story's properties. If I already know the Twitter user's name, I can add them directly to the story by adding the name with a leading @ sign in the Tracked Twitter tab here. And in the same manner, it's possible to add hashtags here, but use the hash instead of the @ sign when entering hashtags. This list here shows now 3 tracked Twitter sources. The first user, whom I was adding via the Discover New Authors function. The second user, the WHO, I added manually. And the hashtag Corona, which I added previously. If you have the appropriate user rights, you can also save them as a system-wide source or add them to existing lists in the system. To do so, change the Twitter user from story only to system-wide and then select one or more list items from the list. This then allows users of collection containing these specific lists to benefit from these new sources. If you don't add them to lists, they will be available only for this story. If the tracking function is not available in your stories, it has not been enabled by the administrator for this source collection.